everybody, and welcome to my channel. We are going to do another episode of those 90s dolls today. And the ones we're talking about today are the Pet Pals Skipper dolls from 1992. And as you guys know, if you've watched some of my other videos, I like to get both the white and black versions of the dolls. And I was at a doll show and they had both of these, and I was like, I think these are meant for me. So I grabbed both of them. And what I want to do now is I want to take a look at them and look at their accessories and stuff. And one thing I love about 90s Skipper dolls are their faces. I think they have the best faces of any Skippers that Mattel has ever made. Now, I may be biased because I grew up in the 80s and 90s, and that's sort of the face of the doll that I always had, but I love the round, full face and the big eyes, and I think they're sort of more childlike than the Skippers of today. The Skippers today have more sharp features, and I really like these ones from the 90s. But before we open them, let's go back in time and watch the commercial for the Pet Pal Skipper dolls.
Skipper takes her new puppy everywhere. Pet Pal Skipper in a cool pink skirt with a picture of a pal right on her shirt. Courtney comes up and says, I've lost my kitty. Got a picture on my shirt cause she's real pretty. Look, up in the tree. Meow. Pet Pal Skipper really saves the day. Yay. And Courtney hugs Kitty. It's okay. Let's go play with everyone cause Pet Pal Skipper is totally fun.
Pet Pal Skipper and Courtney dolls each have their own pet and an outfit with a picture of their pet on the front. Dolls each sold separately.
Okay, I hope you enjoyed the commercial, and I bet you won't be able to go the rest of the day without humming that song. Every time I watch it, I kind of get it stuck in my head. So I am, as I have said before, I'm not an in-box collector. I'm an out-of-box collector. I am not an NRFB, so I'm going to RB these dolls, aka remove them from the boxes. And I don't know how long that process will take, but if I'm remembering correctly, when I was a kid, I was able to open these without a lot of issues. So I don't have any sharp objects here to help me get started, so fingers crossed this is going to be pretty easy. I am going to try to conserve the boxes because they are from the 90s and I do like them. And while I'm opening her up, let's take a look. Before we move any further, look at the difference in the boxes. So you can see there is a difference in the boxes and how they look on the back. Now I do not have Courtney or Kevin, which is kind of funny because I'm actually a cat person and Courtney's the one that comes with a cat, but Courtney wasn't available at the show I was at, so I got the Skippers. Okay, now I would have gotten Courtney in addition to the Skippers, is what I would have done. Alright, so the box flap opens really easily. Just loosen up that glue. And I'm going to pull her out. And she's got a pet carrier, a cardboard pet carrier to assemble that is supposed to be, according to the instruction, or excuse me, to the advertisement here on the box, easy to assemble. I'm not going to probably assemble this. I'll probably leave it as is because these sorts of things have a way of getting ruined in my house. Alright, so let's get to Skipper. So her feet are secured here in these little flaps. Her hair is secured. Let's flip her over and undo these twist ties. If I use two hands, it'd probably be faster. There we go. And she does have, as soon as I open her, now she's NRFB, there is a slight odor to her, and I don't know if it's like a plastic odor. It doesn't smell like, I don't know how to, it smells like plastic, I guess, like a weird plastic smell. All right, I've got all these loosened. I'm going to untape this thing which holds her hair in place. Maybe, yeah, here we go. Pull that off, and now she should slip out from the other side. So flip her over. I'm going to pull the hair piece out and then pull her out of her securement here and then pull her feet out. There we go. And just like that, I was able to open her. Where are we still hanging at the waist? I was able to open her and preserve the box. Now the twist tie is also twisted around the waist. So a little untwist there. Pulled it awfully hard. But these dolls can stand up to anything. I'm gonna give her a smell. Yeah, it's like a weird kind of plastic smell. Now, she came with a little dog. I guess that's a Yorkie. I don't know. I'm not, like I said, I'm not a dog person. I like dogs. I don't dislike them. I'm just allergic to them. So I have a cat. If you've seen some of my other videos, you've seen him interrupt. All right, and she's got some hot pink shoes. I'm gonna stick those on her if they'll go on. There we go, 1 and 2. And the dog comes with some accessories as well. We got a leash, so I'm not really sure how that's gonna go on. Is there a collar? Oh, there's a collar in here. So let's open the dog's accessories. There we go. And here we have a dog collar, which I'm going to put on the dog, like so. Totally ruining her, let's see, it goes, this plastic, I don't know if this plastic's old or it's, wait, you know what, I bet I have to do this first, don't I? That'll probably be smart. Put the leash on. It's really hard plastic. So, got the leash on, the plastic collar. So now I'm going to put the collar, I'm going to slide this to the side, I'm going to put the collar on the dog. And if I can, like I was saying, I don't know if this plastic was more flexible in 1992 or if I'm just too old and uncoordinated to wrap this around. This is kind of tough. Let's see if I can get it. I'm looking at the picture to see if the bow is still on when the collar is on. Oh, no. So they took the bow off for put the collar on. Maybe that'll help. So I'm going to take her bow off and collar on. I may have to give this up quickly. I get frustrated fast. Let's see. There it is. Maybe I can slip it over her head now that I got it. There we go. Okay. That was much easier. So I put it together first and then slipped it over her head. And now Courtney has got her dog. Not Courtney. Why did I say Courtney? Skipper here's got her dog on the leash. But the dog doesn't reach the ground. Let's put her hand down. Let's see. Oh, that's so cute. Isn't that precious? Aww. So I think with play, you know, if you played with this some, you would be able to get that leash into a position that really worked. What I'm going to do is see if I can stand her up here and open the other skipper. Alright, oh, she's got a twist tie in her hair still. Okay, so there she is. And now I'm going to set her box to the side. We'll open the other skipper up. So. And I'm looking to see, now see, there is a variation here. If you notice, this skipper's packaging did not come in a bag, but the other skippers did. Oh, there's the instructions for putting the leash on the dog. Well, I figured it out without the instructions of what I would do. Okay, so do the same thing with her. Undo her twist ties. And it seems like she may have more twist ties than the other skipper. Is that so? It might have been packaged at different times or manufactured at different times. You know, you never know with these things. Both of the boxes say 91. The commercial's from 92. That's when they came out. It's in 92. So, you know, all the development takes place before. And so when they print everything up and copyright everything or trademark it, whatever they do, it's typically the year before. Alright, and her hair piece is pretty much loose already. Let's see if we can pull her out. Now her box is different at the bottom. If you look, her box has a blue background and she does not have separate holes for her feet. Where this Skipper had 2 separate holes for her feet, so there's a variation. And this Skipper, her dog accessories were up here, while this ones are down on the bottom left. So those little variations are always interesting to me to see, you know, what they did or how they made something. All right, so we've got her out. Come on out, and she is out. The little dog's out too, so now we've got 2 little doggies. And I'm not gonna put this dog on the leash, but we will put the other accessories. So we have a dog bowl and a ball, which I can't imagine anybody would still have that ball. I'm not really sure what this is. Oh, that might be a can of dog food. And we got a dog bone. And, oh, I didn't read the instructions, but this goes on the collar. So this is like the little medallion for the collar. All right. And we'll put her shoes on so they can both be dressed. I do not think, from what I'm seeing, there are no variations in these outfits. It is exactly the same fabric, exactly the same color. Everything is exactly the same. Okay, so set this aside, move all these twist ties. Isn't it fun pretending you're a kid again and opening all these dolls from your childhood? So here they are, the Skippers and their dogs. And like I said, no variations pretty much at all in the outfits. And one thing I love, like I said before, is I love the faces of these older Skippers. If you take a look at how beautiful their faces are and how they're super round and I like the quality of the face. I like the way it looks. And for the hair, they have that fun 90s. I'm pulling a twist tie out here, bear with me. I think it's stuck in there good. Well, we'll just leave it hanging down. If you look at the hair in the back, they have that fun crimped 90s hair going on that's, you know, all the girls wanted. So variations in the hair. The hair, there's really no variant here. It's pretty much cut exactly the same way and styled the same way. They both have the same ribbon in their hair. This thing's bothering me, you guys. I'm sorry. Let's see. There we go. Sorry, Skipper, if that was a little intense for you there. Okay, if you look at their faces, so that's what I'm doing now. I'm just checking out the faces. And Black Skipper has like a caramel brown eye, and she has a purple sort of eyeshadow. And then White Skipper has blue eyes and more of a lilac sort of eyeshadow painting. So I always like to look at the face paint and see the variations in the face paint with these dolls. And this Skipper also has sort of that odor, and I'm thinking maybe it was where they were stored, unfortunately. And let's see, they have dogs. So they have the pictures of their pets on the front of their outfits. So you look here, here. I know I don't wear my pets on my outfits. I wear my dolls on my outfits. So me and the Skippers have something in common though, a little bit, right? And let's check their legs. Legs still bend. 1, 2, 1, 2. 2 clicks here. Oops, sorry, whoa. And then looks like 2 clicks here as well. So we got 2 clicks on both legs. And cute puppies. So let's see if she can hold her puppy like in some of the promotional materials I've seen. And sort of. You can make it work, I guess. But I think these are adorable dolls, and like I said, these are the Skippers I grew up with these faces, and they're really my preferred Skipper face. Of all the Skippers, I like these 90s, early 90s Skippers the best, and I love the bright colors of this outfit. They're really late 80s, early 90s colors, and it just takes me back to look at these dolls and to open them up and play with them. And that, you know, that bright pink Barbie box with the lettering straight from the 90s. So I can't resist. When I see dolls from the 90s at doll shows, I have to buy them. That's kind of how it goes for me. But anyway, if you have any questions, leave them for me in a comment below. And thank you always for watching.